Hello and welcome to another video. Fun Guy here with some Battlefield 5, and today we are going to be talking about the 4.6 update that is coming soon to both console and PC. So most of you will know that this update has the Pacific Theatre as its main component. So that means the Americans as a faction, that means the Japanese as a faction. Obviously we'll get a lot of new uniform choices with that to unlock, as well as many weapons. These have been shown to include the M1 Garand at last, the Browning M1919 machine gun, one of my personal favourites, as well as the M3 grease gun, the Springfield sniper rifle, the Arasaka sniper rifle, the Japanese Type 99 submachine gun, and the Japanese Type 97 light machine gun. Now, there's probably going to be a few more than this, but those are all I know of at the moment. New maps that may be included, such as Iwo Jima, Guadalcanal, and Wake Island. Now these are some old fan favourite maps. I remember myself first playing them back in Battlefield 1943. What a fun little game that was. If you are an Xbox player, you can actually download this game, I believe, at the moment and play it. They've sort of remapped it for the latest console. Now the graphics aren't improved, but it's a fun little game, so if you're an Xbox player, I do recommend giving that a go. Another thing that's in Battlefield 1943 that I hope is coming with this new Pacific Theatre is air superiority mode. I was an absolute beast in 1943 at air superiority mode. There was just something about the way the planes flew. They're kind of slow, but if you knew the certain manoeuvres, you could put yourself in a great position to just take out an enemy plane and then just pitch and roll yourself until you come in line with another one. I would classically get 20 kill streaks quite often on that, so I really hope they bring that in. And air superiority mode is something that is in most Battlefield games, so hopefully they'll take the opportunity to put that in at this point. One thing I didn't mention before was in regard to maps, and that is of course the new Underground map, which is, as you know, a remake of the Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 map, Paris Underground. I really enjoyed that map. The gameplay on it was great. There aren't many flanking opportunities, so it's just a straight out meat grinder most of the time, with a few strategic plays back and forth down the sides that keep it interesting. So really looking forward to that. The trailers look great. I believe they're coming out with some fixes as well for this update, such as the current problem with lagging, a few other little things too. Moving on, we're going to talk a bit about the recent Modern Warfare beta and what I think of the 64 player mode Ground War. Now I'm sure most of you have played the beta. If you didn't, you've missed out because it is now closed. But essentially they put out a multiplayer beta which had a number of the normal modes. That's in both a 6-man team format and a 10-man team format. So these included Team Deathmatch, Domination, Headquarters, and then in the 20-man game mode, which is obviously 10 versus 10, they had the Headquarters and also Domination. And there was one other game mode I never actually got to play out. It was some sort of, basically it's Sabotage but with a new name. I forget what the name of it was. It was quite interesting with the 10-man game mode. But what we really want to talk about is this 64 player mode. Now I get a feeling that they thought they were going to create something incredible. Now maybe it'll be better once it's not in a beta mode, but it just felt like quite unfinished, if I'm honest. You start off, you spawn, and the map struggles to load. The vehicles, they don't really seem very well thought through. It's just like a bit arcadey. Like, I don't know if any of you remember playing World at War, but the tanks in that, you had a machine gun you could use. Different parts of the vehicle could get damaged. In this, the tanks, they've just got a health bar, and when the health bar gets to 0, your tank explodes. And I don't know, I think it's a bit lazy. If that's what they're going to do for the tanks, they could easily implement something better than that.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Didn't really try the helicopters in the mode, but running around on foot, it becomes clear that most of the weapons aren't up to shooting people over the distance.
Nice.
You kind of, if you're going to be outside a lot, you need to be equipped with a sniper rifle, really. The scope glare could probably be toned down a bit, because you literally, it's not something you need to look for. It's like jumping out of the screen at you, so they could maybe tone that down ever so slightly. Other than that, maybe maybe it was just the map where it's so open, but they need to kind of have a big map, but maybe have smaller areas still, because like Call of Duty, the engagement distance isn't that great, it seems. Certainly most of the ARs and machine guns I tried, if you're shooting at longer than say 100 meters, it's pretty difficult without some kind of serious scope. Having said that, all of the other modes were great fun. It is Call of Duty, so you've got the intensely sweaty players, obviously, but I found it to be not too much of a problem. You know, you're getting killed a lot, but you can always just resort to hidey tactics, be sneaky, get kills that way. It was fun. However, I will be sticking to Battlefield as my main shooter game. I mean, who wouldn't love this? Picking people off, getting extra points for the distance, the vehicle combat, the destructible maps. It's all good. And with that, I'll leave you with the rest of this gameplay, and I'll see you in the next video.
Stellung, sind scharf.